So guys, there is a rapid wind of change blowing through the Vietnamese educational sector. So just last week, I reported that the Vietnam government has now made English as an optional subject. So English currently is no longer, compulsory in the Vietnamese entrance examination. And so English is now optional for a lot of high school students. Now, the latest information coming up is that the Ministry of Education in Vietnam has now issued that all teachers of English, being it native or non-native teachers, are all expected to take a training certificate. Now, the nature of the training and how it's going to be has been captured here. So let me just take you through. So now, according to VietnamNews.com, it says that foreigners teaching English in Vietnam required to get training certificate. And I read, the Ministry of Education has just issued decision 4159/QDBGDDT promulgating a training and certificate granting program for foreigners teaching English language at foreign language and information technology centers in Vietnam. The program aims to train and issue English teaching certificate to foreigners, including native speakers, into bracket English language, with a college degree or higher. Foreigners with a college degree in English language or higher, and foreigners with a college degree or higher and a foreign language proficiency certificate of level 5 or higher in accordance with Vietnam's 6th level foreign language competency framework or equivalent. So what this basically means is that everybody is just included, like everybody. If you're a native speaker from Canada, America, regardless of the certificate you hold, whether you hold a master's in English, a doctorate in English, and whether you have whatever you have, degree, course, program, IELTS, C1. So, formally, you just needed to have a C1 certificate. That tests your proficiency in listening and speaking of English. So you needed to have that. Now you need to have this certificate in addition to all of those certificates, plus your master's, plus your whatever. Whether you are a native speaker or a non-native speaker, you are supposed to have this certificate. Now they continue and say that the trainees are also expected to demonstrate a positive, responsible, cooperative, and professional attitude, and the ability to adapt flexibly, respect Vietnamese customs, traditions, and cultural practices, and adhere to Vietnam's laws and regulations. So they are saying that in addition to writing those exams and passing those exams, these are other conditions for you to qualify to teach English in Vietnam. I'm sure in 2024. It goes on and say that the training program includes 10 topics. Now, this is the structure of the training program. It includes 10 topics on knowledge, methods, and skills, and one internship period. With a duration of 160 lessons. 45 minutes each. 160 lessons. With a duration of 160 lessons. I don't really get the 160 lessons. You are supposed to make an internship, like understudy a teacher for 160 lessons, which is 45 minutes each. 45 minutes, 160. This is serious. It goes further and say that after completing the training program, trainees need to meet the English teaching competency requirement at these centers, meaning that after having the internships in centers, is that a deliberate ploy to have teachers work for free or what? Because if you are saying teachers who are already teaching or who are now coming or whatever will have to go on an internship after the program for 160 lessons with 45 minutes each. But as to whether this applies to teachers who are already here or new teachers. I can't tell. It doesn't state that, but let's go further and then read. After completing the training program, trainees need to meet the English teaching competency requirement at these centers through applying knowledge, methods, and approaches in teaching English language and analyzing, evaluating, and adjusting content and methods to suit learners' culture and the context of teaching and learning English language in Vietnam. It also helps trainees develop English teaching skills effectively and flexibly and in accordance with the culture and context of Vietnam, thus meeting the needs of having certified teachers of foreign language centers and foreign language information technology centers, contributing to ensuring the quality of teaching. So guys, that is the information that is coming up, and this has been confirmed. There's actually a release to this. There is a release. Let me post the release. So it's in Vietnamese, so I'll try converting this to English, and we try and capture some of the things. So the release as translated in English, it may not be 100% correct. It says that, okay, Ministry of Education and Training, Specialist Republic of Vietnam Independence, that's the title, number 4159 QDBTT decision, promulgating the training program and granting training certificate to foreigners teaching English at foreign languages and information technology centers in Vietnam. Minister of Education and Training, pursuant to the law on education dated June 24, 2019, pursuant to decree N085 blah blah by the government regulating functions, tax powers, and organizational structure, the Ministry of Education and Training. So it goes, I'll put a letter on so you can read at your own convenience. So guys, that is the latest coming. In addition to Vietnam making English optional in their entrance exams, they have also introduced a program, a training program for English teachers in addition to your qualification, and you are supposed to do this and go for an internship for 160 lessons. But as to whether it's free or not, it's a subject for another discussion. This is because most of the English centers, you are paid according to how many hours you teach. Most of the English centers, and even most of the language teachers who teach in public schools, you are paid according to the hours you teach. If you don't teach, you don't get paid. And so if the government is saying that foreign teachers should go, after taking the exams, they should go on internship for 160 lessons. Maybe my interpretation is wrong. Maybe my understanding is, I hope so. But if my interpretation is so, or my understanding is so, then the question is that who pays for those internships? Is it free? Will foreign teachers go and do that internship for free for those centers or for the government? And what happens to those who are already working with the teachers? What happens? Will they do the internship under them for free? And who takes the money for all those programs? Because recently I know that Vietnamese teachers have been taken through an IELTS program, all teachers in the countryside. But that was not for free. They were remunerated, they were given money, they were paid incentives. So, would foreign teachers also be paid internships and also be paid some money, or that's going to be for free? So, guys, this is a big news, and already social media is buzzed. So on Hanoi Bad Experiences, there's been a lot of reactions to this. So this is from, I'm going to take 5 or 4 of the teachers who are reacting. Kaska Said says that it's literally them advertising a training certificate. That's actually a disguise to teach 120 to 160 classes for free. Aaron, the bar has gotten so low, man, that this is now what these word I can't pronounce, agent resort to, because no one trusts them anymore, because they are all No disrespect, but if there's any agent that exists in Hanoi that's honest and can actually get you honest work and not try to break you, try to make your blah 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 blah. Okay, so that is this one. Let me see if I have others. So Jason Lewis on Facebook says that regarding another recent training initiative they just had, maybe it's still going on, IELTS training for 3,000 plus Vietnamese teachers. Teachers from the countryside came in to take free IELTS classes. My wife's aunt dropped out a couple of days. She said someone stole all the dollars that were supposed to be for teachers per diem. She was supposed to get so and so, and it goes on and on. And Aaron writes that they know most of the jobs are with kids, and the CELTA is pitched at adults, so a CELTA is useless. They know most TEFLs can be obtained online, blah, 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 and it goes on like that. And in defense of Vietnam, the pay versus cost of living, blah, blah, blah. So, guys, that is it. What do you think? What do you think about this decision in Vietnam? What do you think? What do you think about making teachers go through another training program, and after the program do an internship for 160 classes? What do you think? Let me know what you think under the description box in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe. My name is Kwekus Kenya Bryant. It's a wrap for today.